Hi, welcome to our quick tutorial on using poll questions in Google Meet. You can use poll questions in your classroom for gathering informal responses. Maybe you wanted to start a discussion. Be a good remote tool when normally we're having students respond sort of informally, maybe opinion-based things, quick exit ticket, things like that. What did they struggle with? What kinds of things? How are they feeling about that segment of what you just taught, or maybe the video you just watched, things like that. So up here in the top right-hand corner, again, we've got the activities button, which is that triangle, square, and circle. We can open that menu. Again, we've got breakout rooms, polls, and Q&A. If I click on polls, we can start a poll, and you'll see here it just says find out what other people think. So we're going to start a poll. So we can ask a question. Maybe we'll say Chick-fil-A or Popeyes. And then we can give them options. They're multiple choice. And then you can add additional options here. Now, one of the nice things is I can go ahead and if I launch this is going to automatically ask the question to each student that is in the Meet right now live. Or if I want to prep these ahead of time, I can come in here and I can just click Save. So if I click Save, it saves the question basically here in a list, and then I can create a new one. Even if you go ahead and you close the polls menu out, when I come back to the activities and I click on polls, it will still be there. So once I start a session for Google Meet and I create polls, it saves those questions. So let's say we're in a remote setting and you want to prep a few poll questions ahead of time. If you would log in, say maybe 10 minutes before the session starts, create a quick question or two, they'll be there in your bank so you don't have to type them live. Now, obviously, there are things we want to gather opinions on that we weren't prepared for in the middle of the lesson, so you can do that as well. Now, if I want to create an additional question, we can do that. Also, the other toggle here when you're ready to launch the question, right now the default is to show everyone the results as they come in. So you can turn that on, meaning as the questions are being answered, students are seeing the results live, or you can flip it on at the end. So I'm going to leave it off right now, and I'm going to launch the question. And when I launch the question then, on each screen, for anyone that's in the Meet, there's a little pop-up that comes up that says a poll question has been launched. Also, then, if they missed clicking on that pop-up, you'll see in the top right-hand corner on the activities menu that a green dot has appeared. And that green dot is an indicator, like a notification on your phone, that there's something there. And so that they can go into polls and then they can vote for that particular response or that item. Notice here on the right side of my screen, I see the responses coming in, and so I can see them adjusted. The students cannot see these. They're also anonymous responses, so you can't tell it's a poll who answered what. You can just see the final or the cumulative results. Now, when I want to if I want to go ahead and flip this on now at the end, so say I'm gathering opinions, what do people think, and then I want to show the class the results at the end. When I flip that toggle or turn that on, then as a student on the back end, I do see the screen pop up, looks like my screen here on the right-hand side, where I see the results for everyone. So just a cool way to gather feedback, gather opinions from folks that are in your live Meet. You can also create additional polls here, or if you want to close it up and stop voting at that point, you can go ahead and you can just end the poll, and that will close it, and then it won't allow people to respond at that point anymore. So that's creating and using the polls feature in Google Meet.